Hello everyone. Now you see before you the makings of how to make a homemade lava lamp. 3 simple ingredients as you see there. Actually one of them is not an ingredient. What you see here is a leftover water bottle you can get from the convenience stores, whatever. See, Fiji water. The reason I chose that, it was just simply because the bottle itself, nice, clear, elegant shaped. It'd make a good bottle for this project. Plain Jane vegetable oil. That one's kind of yellow. We're going to throw the red food coloring into it. The yellow, cause no. We could probably done with something a little more clear vegetable oil, but hey, what the heck. It's a fun experiment regardless of how you look at it. And not to mention, it's educational and it's safe. It's not going to hurt anyone. The little kids can do it. So, there's your ingredients. Well, aside from some water. We'll add that in here just a bit. So I'm going to get everything set up and I will show you how to make this. Okay everyone, you see here I took the water bottle. And one thing to be sure, save the lid. You get to do a lot more fun fancy stuff with it if you have the lid. And less mess, of course. You see there I put the vegetable oil in there. Didn't have quite as much as I thought I did, but hey, we can still have some fun with this. Next step, vegetable oil is added in. Let's add some water. Notice as the water goes through the oil. This is where I make reference to being a fun science experiment. Because most people know that water and oil does not mix. And prime example, watch all that. Check it out, the bubbles going through the oil. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Alright, leave a little bit of space in it so we can shake it up, play, and all that good fun stuff. Notice the water settling in right here. See how it separates? Water's all set at the bottom, oil sitting on top. Water and oil does not mix. Now, let's take this the next step further. We have here the red food coloring. Let's put a few drops in there. Watch it. Food coloring is water based. Notice when it hits the oil, it just one little solid ball just falls right through. Now let's move this on a little bit faster here. Yeah, that'll be enough to give us a dramatic effect once it mixes with the water. Good. See, got kind of like the little lava lamp effect going on already. Look at the bottom now. Now, like I said, food coloring is water based. You got nothing but water in the bottom there because the oil's sitting on top of it. It's starting to mix. See the red at the bottom right there? The red food coloring is actually starting to mix with the water. Let's put the lid on it, see what we can do with this. Remember, the lid equals no mess. Now that's just some pretty cool stuff right there now. Getting the water and the food color mixed up. Shake it up real good, see what happens. Okay, we made a mess. But, if you watch it slowly, look at the oil at the top. Just slowly getting lighter. And toward the bottom here, it's getting darker. Again, proving the fact that water and oil do not mix. Food coloring mixing with the oil, food coloring mixing with the water, giving you the tint. Now granted, this is going to be a slow process, so I want to let this fully separate, and I will be back with you in just a little bit, and we'll watch some more cool stuff happen. Thank you, and be back in a few. Hello everyone, I'm back. Now, actually the right thing to have done with that, okay, I shook it up vigorously to get the food coloring and the water to mix. And as you see, there's still some suspension in the oils. That's because the oils are thick, and those little molecules of water just aren't heavy enough to settle back down toward the bottom. The right thing to have done, notice that way you don't have too much like sediment floating in the oil. You could have actually tinted the water first and poured it into the oil, and it would have just sank right to the bottom and created the difference in the colors here. What you see here, what I've got is rigged up here, this is some tubing out of my powder coat guns. Not only do I do off the wall crafty stuff, with anything from making a lava lamp. I've got a video of me making a blanket. Yes, a guy made a blanket. My girlfriend loved it though, so hey, I got brownie points for it. Anyway, along with my powder coat gun, I create engines, engines for cars and motorcycles, and do all kinds of custom colors and such for them. But enough of that. This is what this tubing is from. What I am going to do with this tubing is, let's just have a little fun. I have it sink all the way to the bottom right now. Kind of cool, huh? Just me putting very gently a little bit of air through the tubing, plus an air bubble into the water. The air bubble, of course, has to come up because of through the oil carrying the coloration of the water such around the bubble. And once the bubble bursts, all the food coloring and the water suspension mix come right back down to the bottom, just like a real lava lamp. Again, it's just a science experiment that proves that water and oil doesn't mix. But as you see, if you do like I did and shook it up a little too vigorously, you see that the water molecules again is so light that it's able to be suspended within inside the oils. Now, some other cool tricks, which I don't have any, or I would definitely do it, put Alka-Seltzer in there. Alka-Seltzer hits that water, starts fizzing just like it does in a glass for your tummy aches or whatever the ailment is for the reason you're taking it. It would do the same thing when it hits that water. It would cause a little fizzies and such, and you'd see the little bubbles coming up through the oil. Kind of cool, huh? Let's do the bubble thing again. Now again, this is one of those little experiment play things that you could do with your family, little child, whatever. The worst thing that could happen is make a mess. Now of course I'm doing this on this nice little white sheet here for a good backdrop to show all the dramatic colors and all that. But if I were to spill that, well, this nice white sheet would no longer be white because of the food coloring. But hey, that's the reason I've got this sheet, is for the purposes of doing videos of clear backdrops and such. So I will be back with you just a moment. I'm going to pull this tubing out and see what else fun things we can do with this. I'll be back. Good morning, everyone. Well, I dropped the video last night. If you remember that, I was mixing the water and the food coloring together, and I demonstrated how it was gradually mixing. Then I shook it up very vigorously. Well, as you've seen, it made a pretty good mess, but hey, it was still fun. But most of all, what it also proved is that water, oil will separate. It does not mix. Here is this bottle. Same bottle as last night, obviously. Woke up this morning. There is just a few spots here and there of the food coloring water suspension still in the oil. Thus proven over time that the water and oil will separate. Whoever thought science could be so cool looking, you know. Okay, well, let's get the air holes. Let's try that one more time, just for the fun of it. Like I said last night, this tubing is from my powder coat gun, where I do motorcycle engines and car engines, the accessories and such, paint them custom colors. This tubing can also be picked up at any of your better department stores and such, just like at Fish, for your fish tank, the airline for a fish tank, same thing. Now you gotta admit, that's just cool. As soon as I pick up some Alka-Seltzer, I happen to not have any, I'll drop one in there. I'll reshoot the video to see what that does for it. But everyone, I just woke up this morning seeing how well that the suspension has separated again, and I just wanted to do another quick video to show you guys how it works. Hello everyone. Look what I got. Let's see how well this works. Actually, I didn't mean to get the cold relief one. I just meant to get the regular ones. But this is generic effervescent tablets for cold relief. I meant to get the ones for like the sour stomachs and stuff, because I just very rarely get any kind of colds and such. So regardless, let's see what kind of bubbles we can make. I'm going to break this off this tablet right here. Hey, let's try the little piece first. See a little bitty piece? Now that's cool. The bigger piece. Yeah, drop that one in too, why not? Is that not cool? That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you can make homemade lava lamp. We got one more piece here, see how this works. Break it small enough that it all drops in. Isn't it pretty cool? You watch as it breaks apart. The bubbles are still holding on to this right here. It breaks apart, keeps dropping partially. See? Because again, it kind of hesitates coming down. That's cool. Dropping down. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make a homemade lava lamp. I will be making more videos of whatever gets we might have. Homemade lava lamps. Got a blanket on YouTube right now at the moment. I've got a in works. I'm going to be making a clock out of pieces of transmission. 400 turbo that was when my GMC was rebuilt. Some of the parts that were left over in the transmission. I'm going to be making a cool clock out of that. When I make that happen, I'll shoot the videos. I'm going to have some YouTube videos coming up for some powder coating. But nonetheless, all the cooking, all the crafts, all the do-it-yourself type little things I like to do, I will have on YouTube videos. And what is not on YouTube, check out my website, homemadeidea.com. If it's not on video, it will be on my website. Just go over and check it out and nosy around, see the stuff you like. Please feel free to post a comment or any questions you want to ask. Everyone, have a great day. Thank you for watching my video.